Morning, everybody. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? I see everybody's had their coffee. I just panicked. I just looked to make sure I had mine. Phew. I do. I'm making a Bravo. That is what I'm in the middle of. So I actually have a string hanging. That's annoying. Now I have a longer string. Good morning, Margaret. And Frizzy, good morning. I see Miss C's in here. And Ginny, good morning. Rebecca. Frizzy, Tammy, good morning. Amber, morning, sunshine. Am I missing anybody? Easy breezy, beautiful. Good morning, sunshine. Hi, Lisa. And Barbara, good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. Hello, Michelle. Michelle, my belle. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, why am I making a Bravo? Well, I actually had some kiddos from my school email Bravo and said that they watched all 5 videos. They answered all the questions. And where'd my phone go? I remember it falling. I wanted to read it to you. I really remember it falling right here. It can't be that far. Wow. The incredible missing phone. Anyway, I wanted to read it to you, but they said they watched all the videos, they answered all the questions, and they were hoping to win a Bravo. So, of course, they're going to win a Bravo, right? All right, you guys, this is ridiculous. Where did it go? I heard it fall. Oh, there it is. Please hold. I got to go downstairs. I'm back. Okay. Good morning, all things and Tammy. How are you? Joanne, good morning. Debbie and Penny. Terry Swick. Oh, so now my sister's trying to call me. So I can't answer because I'm on live, so I can't do that. But anyway, you just saw the new egg video. Oh, no. No, Michelle, you are grounded from sending me anything. But hold on, I want to read to you what the kiddos wrote about Bravo because it's the cutest thing ever. Let me see. Email, Bravo. Bravo, good manners. Okay. Hello, Ms. Fortune, Sarah, Emma, and Fiona, and Henry. 4 of them. Just watch the 5 Bravo videos on YouTube and about Bravo and his good manners. You've done such a nice job with all of these. We are emailing you for a chance to win a Bravo. And they have the answers to the questions. You ready? So the first question was, do you have phys ed class in your... Yes, we have phys ed class. The kids learned how to play pickleball at school in physical education this year, except Henry. He's in middle school. They don't play pickleball this year. They all like learning new sports. And the kids said the following. Sarah learned how to play hockey this winter and liked it. Emma learned how to play kickball and really loves it. Fiona learned how to play football and enjoyed learning the game. Henry learned how to play basketball and is loving it. Thanks for sharing Bravo with us. We hope you're having a great break. Isn't that neat? Good morning, Catherine. So, of course, I'm making 4 Bravos. Each one of the kiddos has to have one, right? So, Terry, if you're watching, I can't answer the phone, hon. Sorry. So, you guys want to hear about the meeting last week or last night? So, I don't know if any of you are from a really small town, but I am. It really is cool. I was surprised that I got the email and really excited. But so last night, I don't know if you guys have ever been to a town board meeting for a small town, but it's a lot of people. Thanks. It's a lot of people trying to get a lot of information out that we don't really care about. But so we had to hear about which roads were getting fixed, and we had to hear about the budget and da-da-da-da-da. So anyway, we get to our part. Mind you, I drive an hour and 10 minutes to get to the meeting. The meeting is supposed to be an hour. We're now at an hour and a half. So it's now 8:30 at night. And one of the guys on the board wasn't there yesterday, so they postponed our part until next month. Process that for a minute. I had to sit through all of that. I had to sit through what roads are getting fixed and how much they spent on salt and da. And they postponed it. So the only good thing is, from the sound of it, they're leaning our way and we're going to be fine. So, all right, Tara. Well, that's good, but I can't. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Billy. Good morning. So, yeah, so I drove an hour and 15, hour and a half, sat an hour and a half, and I got to go back in a month. Good times, great oldies. So, Amber, what happened? Wow. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Good morning, everybody. Billy, can you believe we're at the end of the week? I'm very upset. So anyway, this is what I was working on, you guys, when I decided to pop in. I was almost late because you get to the point where you're cranking. I'm at 75 and I want to get to 100, so I just crank really fast. Yeah, I wasn't watching anything. I'm glad you're okay, Amber. I wasn't watching because I was an hour and a half away sitting through something I don't care about. But that being said, I did have a very productive day. I literally cleaned this whole room. See, you guys can't see the mess when it's messy. You see from here up. If I have a mess, it's down there. But I cleaned it. I cleaned the whole thing. So, no, you didn't get phone calls. So I'm glad everything's good, Amber. Thank goodness. You're not clicking your heels together and saying there's no place like home trying to get back. I'm silly. I'm being funny, but I'm really glad you're okay. Exactly. Exactly. Touche, Sandra. Touche. Yeah, I do care, but yeah. So that was a long drive, but I got to see my siblings, which is fine. I'll drive an hour and a half for a hug any day. And I did. So I know. Oh, I'm so glad you got to your mom's. Yeah, Billy, I'm so glad you got to go to your mom's. Yeah, I have had a great but steady week. Like I've had something to do every single day. Today, I'm not leaving the house. I'm not leaving these four walls. The meeting was a bust, Miss C. Neither good nor bad. They postponed our part of it until next month's meeting. So, but I'm telling you, the way it sounds, we're going to be fine. So I'm guessing my brother's going to be pulling my camper up to the campground this week. I know. Yeah, I'm really glad everybody's safer. I didn't know there were bad storms. But so I have to make 3 more of these. Now, here's the deal. This is the yarn that the original Bravos are made out of. Okay. But the Addy does not like this yarn. Look at this. See it right here? So, Errol, good morning. I didn't say good morning to you, hon. Sorry. Good morning, Lana, Nana, Nana, Nana. Manamana. And Melissa. So, see it? I can't use these for Bravos. They're nice and thick. Maybe I could use them for toe socks. Maybe I'll wear them as socks. But I can't make Bravos out of these. So, for some reason, this small Addy will chew up. Yeah. It's going to chew up any Red Heart Super Saver I put in it. but it works perfectly on the other one. And this is Big Twist, and this works perfect. So there's no rhyme or reason. It is what it is. So I've got to make 3 more of those so I can get 2 Bravos out of one skein. The problem is they all have to start on the green. So I have to pull these off and start it on the green because Bravo's head is green. Right? Alexa, turn off the hot glue gun. So I've also been working on that blanket I started. So I'm going to call this my scrappy blanket because it's used with yarn that I just want to get rid of. So this is the Hue and Me. And this is, come on. Wool Ease. This is the Wool Ease. This Big Twist, yeah, if you have it, that'd be great. So I am making this into a blanket. Now I only have 2 skeins of the Wool Ease, and it is heavy and warm, and it's going to be really nice. So good morning, Izzy. So this is how big it is right now, and I still have tails hanging out everywhere. And I know that I should have probably had the gray in the middle when I started, but I didn't think of using the gray until I was, this far. So this is my scrappy. Sorry, Penny. So this is my scrappy blanket. I'm just getting rid of yarn that I don't have anything else to do with. And I do have 12 of these, of the Hue and Me. So I'm going to have plenty of that. And I think I'll just put I'll do this many of this color, and then I'll just put another row of the gray, and then that, and then another row of the gray. So I will make it work. By the way, I found those hooks, you guys. You knew I would, right? Check this out. I can't even lift it. Here's my hooks. Let's take these out because I have a special thing for scissors. So I'm going to put them over there. And here's my hooks. And that's not all of them. Yes, it was in a safe spot. That's not all of them. I still have the rest of the container, and they wouldn't fit. So as you can see, I have a lot of 5 to 6.5. A lot of them. I got to set this down. It's actually too heavy. For the Addy. Yep, I cheated. So I sorted these all out. I got some cool ones in here. Look, this one. It lights up. It's like a magic crochet wand. Abracadabra, poof, you're a blanket. Sorry. And then I've got this in 3 sizes. Got a lot of cool ones, but here's one of my favorites, you guys. I love this. I love that one. How'd it go, Izzy? Wow. That's pretty good, Miss C. Really? See, mine are closed. Like I drove by it yesterday and the lights are off, the door's closed, so they're gone. So that makes me sad, but one less place for me to spend money. Yeah, I mean, the hook's a little small for me, Amber. If it was longer, it'd be cool. But I mean, if I need to throw a hook in my purse and have a hook, I have one, right? Found a couple of these, a couple of those. Yeah, they're gone. Found a couple of these too. These are nice. I like the feel of this one. You know what I don't like is how pointy it is right here. it catches. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hold on, because I had a couple of other ones. Here you go. So here's the different. Where'd it go? I was just touching it. Oh, for goodness sake. For goodness sake, I was just touching it. The different, here it is. So I don't like, see how this head is? Hold on. See how that head is? I don't like that. I like this kind. See what I'm saying? See the difference in the two? Wow, it's hard to do it backwards. So which one is which? See the two different types. One is really, really sharp and pokey, and I find that it catches my yarn and splits it too much. And you know what I found, you guys? I found an old school hero. Is this it? No. The pointy one is inline. Yeah, I don't like those. How did the sloppy? Well, I'm glad you asked, Rebecca. So I used 2 buns, but I made it so that you could still see the sloppy Joe. And look how cool it came out. There's the bumpy meat. And there's the bun. And then it goes with potato chips. So there we go. Good morning, Karen. So the potato chips are done. Right? It came out pretty cool. Thank you. I mean, it'll do, right? So there you go. The 2 buns and the bumpy meat. I like the bumpy meat. See it? So you want to know how I did this? I did picos. So I did picos every so many. I didn't count it and do, I didn't count it and do it like specifically, but every so many, I just went and did a picot and pulled it in and it made a bump. So that's pretty cool how that came out. So. Izzy, my sister's having the same trouble. So good morning, Winsome Cat. My sister's having the same trouble commenting on mine. So maybe YouTube's in a mood. Here's an 8. See, now I'll try to use this one. Thank you, Penny. Yeah, I think it came out good enough to sit on a tray, right? So now all I have left is the cookie and a deli sandwich. I don't like it. Is this an 8? What size is an N? Is N 8? I don't like it when they just have a letter on it. What size is N? Anybody know? Bueller? Well, yeah, I know it's big. Does it? Thank you. I hope so, because that's what I'm doing. Alexa, what size crochet hook is an N?
From Goodwood.com. This crochet hook is also known as the numeric size 7 for both US and UK crochet hook size systems.
Looks bigger than a 7 to me. I would say it's an, yeah. Who needs Alexa when I have Margaret?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with
that. Let me see. Is this an 8? 9, 9, 9. There's an 8. Okay. Okay. So I figure I'll just keep working on this while we're chatting. It's a 10. All right. Yeah, it seemed bigger than that. So bigger than a 7. Although I want to use the 7 more often, and I don't know why. Probably because it's really hard for me to find 7. Hello, Sunita. Welcome in, sunshine. How are you? Now I have 33 people and I see 25 thumbs. Come on, you guys. Alexa, are you jealous of Margaret?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
She's not sure. Where are you going, Frizzy? Get back here. So today I plan on working on this blanket for a little bit, and then I'm going to do the deli sandwich, and then I'm going to, oh my goodness, you guys, I made a large Yip Yip. Big one. In a minute, I'll get up and show you guys. He came out so cute. I was actually on the phone with Michelle while I was making it. He came out so cute. And I'm going to put like a fake plant in him. Oh, Frizzy said she'll be right back, right? Well, you know, life happens. Life happens, and I forgot him in the other room. So what I'm doing is I have 2 big plastic bins, and when I make something for my show that I'm going to be in for the craft fair, I put them in the bin. So I'm kind of organized. That's my way of calming my brain down so that I know I'm ready. So, all right, I'll finish this corner and then I'll go get it. Right? Well, if I don't pull, because you start with the magic ring. If you don't pull the magic ring all the way closed, you can pull the bags through it, right? Always thinking. Oh, maybe that's what I could turn those things into. Those long, non-Bravo looking things. I know she was. That's what I wanted to ask her, but she said she'd be right back, so I didn't ask her yet. She was making little tiny ones. I want to see how they came out. They were teeny tiny. There's no way I could do that. I'm not even going to try because my hands hurt from what I'm doing now. The Lazy Susan crochet holder I actually got at Goodwill. And I just realized now there's a drawer in the bottom of it. That's pretty cool. There's a drawer. What can I put in there? I could put needles in there. Put needles in there. But yeah, every time I go to markers, yep. Every time I go to Goodwill or Salvation Army or anything. No, because I'll knot it, Margaret. So what I'll do is I'll make it like this big and then knot it. Put chocolate in the drawer. Good morning, Huawei. Yeah, I'll knot it so it won't get any bigger. Yep. All right, hold on. I'll go get it because this is the cutest thing. He's so big. Wait till you see him. Don't pull that out. Sit right there. All right. Don't go anywhere, you guys. Stay put. Okay. So here's the one that I had yesterday. Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. I didn't put the fringe on yet, but there he is. Yeah, I love the hook holder. I have one for scissors. I have one for markers. I have one for, yeah. It's what I do. Isn't he cute? Yeah. I got to do the fringe. On the bigger ones, I made the hook bigger so it won't stretch too much. Yeah, they're pretty funny. Just got to make the fringe. And they're so easy. They take about a half hour. There you go. That would work perfectly, right? Although I prefer to start with the magic ring. I'm spoiled that way. But yes, you're absolutely right. I don't have a pattern for them, Arrow, because it was somebody else's idea, but I can tell you exactly how I do them. They're so easy. Do me a favor, Arrow, shoot me an email that you want it, because I just wrote it down and sent it to Miss C. Or you can just find thank you. Or you can just find the lady who I learned from. They are really cute and they're fun to make. And I'm hoping they're going to be my big seller at the craft fair. All right. So if you guys want my pattern, send me an email and I'll just write down how I do it. And then you just increase it for the size you want. You know what I mean? I don't know. Rebecca, I honestly don't know. I typed in Yip Yip and whoever came up is who I used. Frizzy, how did the earrings come out? Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, I'm not sure who I'm using. So Tammy, all you do is just make the base bigger. So the little ones, you stop at 24. Okay. This one is 34 or 40 or however big you want it. That's all I do. Wow, my eyes are going terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, Amber, I can't even remember which one I used. So all you got to do is go on YouTube and put it in there, and then you just alter it for whatever size you want. That's all. But if you want to shoot me an email, I'll tell you how I do it. It's really not much different than she does it, but there might be a couple nuances that I do. Might as well put this on here. See, this is the definition of my ADD, right? Yeah, that's the one I used. Well, thank you. So I start something, I turn around, I start something else. I turn around, I start something else. I turn around, I start something else. It's exactly how my day goes. Yeah. Yeah, I subscribe to the woman. Sure, I can. I'm going to make a couple more, so I might as well just make one on camera, right? I could do that. Yeah, Michelle, you're grounded from sending me anything else. You're just grounded from sending me anything else. You guys, I can't keep up with all the stuff she sends me. She sends me so much stuff. So I'm officially grounding you in front of everybody from sending me any links through May 2nd. You may not send me anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's who I learned from. And then I just kind of customize it for whatever size I want. Like I double the handles. Depending on what you're going to put in them, you double the handles. And then it's funny. So I do want to say hello to my sister Terry because she says she's on here, but she can't talk, and I don't know why. I don't have anybody blocked or anything. The only thing I can think of is I might have it on members, but Terry subscribed to me, so I don't know. I got nothing, you guys. So I found out yesterday that there are mice in my camper where it's stored. So I'm going to hire an exterminator to exterminate the camper. And then, right? Maybe, I don't know. And then I will just go in and clean it once they're done. Because I'm not going to go through what I did. Remember that one night I caught 7 mice? I mean, granted, that was the last night. I didn't catch any more after that, but I don't think I'm going to put myself through that. I'm going to get an exterminator. That's what they're there for. That's what they do. And I would do it for my home if there was any, you know. And that is my home away from home. So I can't sleep knowing that there's mice in the house. I can't. So I have to tear the whole camper apart. Right? Hello, Tracy. Well, yeah. And plus I will, you know. I mean, exterminate, set the traps, and then come back. And I don't want to hear no squeaking. I don't want to hear no Hi, Morgan Mandy. How are you? Welcome in. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm all for saving animals, but don't be in my camper. Sorry. So you got to go. And then I'm like, well, I could get a cat for in the camper. And then I'm like, no, because then the cat's got, no. Silly idea. Ew, I don't like the smell of mothballs. I mean, I do for like a minute, but if I'm stuck with them, So I'm just going to have, it's already, you know, storage is almost done. So what I'm going to do is as soon as my brother pulls it up into where it's going to sit for the summer, I'm just going to call somebody. Yep. And I'm going to have them come and take care of the problem. It's their job, right? That's how I live. People have jobs so that other people will pay them to do stuff they can't or won't do. Isn't he cute? Peppermint, yes. Yep. So what I did last year, yeah, we haven't in the house either. What I did last year was I got that steel wool and I climbed through the camper and I stuffed steel wool in every single hole I could find. Everywhere there was a spot, I stuffed steel wool in it. Sorry, I'm looking for something. Apparently the steel wool either fell out or I don't know. I don't know what happened, but anyway, it's not there anymore and there's mice. So we're going to get rid of them. Hold on. There we go. Time for more. Yeah. See, Fritzy would not be a great mouser, I believe. That would be not his forte, Margaret, not his forte. Yeah, and that's just it. But Joanne, last year I got rid of them the first 2 weekends. And after that, I never had another one in the camper. So I'm just going to rinse and repeat what I did last year, but I'm going to have the exterminator come in first and have him do it. Because to be honest with you guys, I can't crawl around in those spaces anymore with my back the way it is and now my knee the way it is. It's just not going to work. Right, Karen? Remember the night I woke up and caught 7? That's not happening again in my life. No, thank you. No, thank you, please. It only makes me sneeze. Yeah, that was no fun. I was very sad. You only saw the fun parts. You didn't see my emotional meltdown with my sister. So it will not happen again. Will not be happening again. But once I got them out, you know, I mean, I seal everything so that nothing's left open. So, yeah. Well, and I don't mind the mice as much as I minded that snake that was under my stairs, but it wasn't inside. So I guess, you know, they say if you want leave the snake. It'll get rid of the mice. I'm like, no, thank you. Can we have a different solution? Because no, thank you. And I mean, I know it's just a matter of gross stuff, but I don't want to, no, thank you. Not my jam. And it's right on the outside of a cornfield, so there's going to be field mice. Yeah, so Winsome, we were sitting there. So if it's too windy to have the big fire pit going, we have a small chimney kind of thing that I bought. So we sit in front of my camper with a small fire going, and all of a sudden I looked under my camper, and right by the stairs there was a snake, and I'm like, nope, no thank you. Yeah, I mean, I grew up out there, so I get it. They were there first, and they're going to be there after us, so just deal with it, but I just don't want them inside. So I have my space, you have yours, right? Yeah, I just don't like them. I didn't mind salamanders and stuff, but I wasn't touching a snake. And snakes don't bother me as much as spiders, but I'd prefer not to deal with either one of them, so I'm just not going to. And plus, with the mice thing, I've got yarn in my camper, so I'm not going to chance them using it for nesting material, right? No, I mean, like I said, they don't really want anything to do with us either, but I just rather not have the trauma of it. The funny thing is, knock on wood, there were no spiders in the camper. Yeah, because mice are filthy, right? Yeah. Rodents are just gross. They're gross. And I don't want, no. Anyway, long story short, I know, too late. I'm going to hire an exterminator to get rid of the mice. I'm going to call the Pied Piper and have him whistle the mice out of my camper. Tweedledee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Nope, thank you. No, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, we've got some rattlesnakes by us too, but mostly in the mountains. I've never seen one at the farm, put it that way. See the little Pied Piper? Little mice following behind him. Works for me. Good morning, Sassy Mary. How are you today? So has anybody else received their packages yet? Kimmy said she got hers yesterday. I'm interested to see who else got theirs. What size is this? 5. Put that where it belongs. I'm finishing my Yip Yip. My big Yip Yip guy. Yip, 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 yip. He fits the other one inside. There we go. Bunk beds. Bunk Yip Yips. You haven't received it yet? Well, they should be coming soon. Yeah, they're pretty fun, right? Not yet? Okay. Timmy, I'm in upstate New York. Well, I was thinking more like the nesting dolls, Karen. But if you want to go cannibal, that's fine. I live in upstate New York. I'm about 4 hours north of New York City, which they can keep New York City if they like. Oh, have fun at Home Depot. That's awesome. Have fun. Thrifty because I don't want to deal with it. That's why. I literally just don't want to deal with it. I love you too, Miss C. Drive careful, hon. Yeah, I go out there to relax, and I don't want to be dealing with mice when I can be relaxing. So I'm going to call somebody, leave the camper open, have them do the exterminating, and that's that. Oh, cool, Rebecca. Yeah, no, I'm way up. I'm in rural New York. If it was up to us upstate New Yorkers, we would separate New York City into its own state. Because New York City is so not what New York is about. What I would like is for people to see, I'd like people to, when they hear the word New York, I'd like them to think of where I am. Like right now, there's thousands of acres of farms and farmland and stuff like that. You know what? I'm just looking out here. There's leaves coming on the lilac bushes. By the way, the hummingbird should be here in a couple weeks. Yep, it should be. I know. Silliness. But it is what it is. There you go. So I'm going to make another one of those. What did I just do with it, you guys? Oh, it's down here. Yeah, so it's the same. So Rebecca, do you have the same deal? Like Chicago has a lot of rural land that nobody knows about? Because when I think Chicago, I think the city. That's exactly what I think. And that's, that's really what I wish everybody would see, is the part of New York that we love so much. Yeah. This is a 2. Get where you belong. So yeah, Karen, we're supposed to get like 58 today and like 70 something tomorrow. So, all right, I'm going to try to make this one for the bag holders. So I can make him double crochets, right? So you guys want to see how it's done. You start with a magic ring, and I'm putting 12 in it for the big one. Of course, I lost count, so I'm going to keep going until I think it's 12, and then I'll count. Oh, my goodness. It is what it is. My eldest granddaughter moved to New York City a few months ago. I worry about her every day. Yeah, I don't like the city. I've been, you can fit it in one hand how many times I've been. There you go. And that's exactly how it should be, Frizzy. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, for goodness sakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was fun to see. That's that. But I don't really need to see it anymore. So there, if I make this, what if I do the opening circle around a hair tie? Then it'll hold it, right? Let's try that. So this will be my magic circle. Oh, nice. Yeah, Rebecca. And that's beautiful country. There we go. So this will work. Yeah. Yeah. This will work. These will fit her. Yeah, I'm not a city person, and all the noise and people in New York City, it just makes me a little crazy. So, I mean, it was fun to visit. We visited Canal Street. We didn't go to Central Park, but we did, walk by it. We went to Times Square, of course, because everybody has to go to Times Square. It was okay. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I couldn't live there for sure. Ooh, there's something coming down the road. You grew up in the Berkshires? Nice. See a big truck coming down the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. But we're going to keep going like this, right? Yeah, I want to live not in the city, right? But I want to be able to get delivery pizza, right? I mean, even at the farm where we camp, we can get pizza delivered. So, I want the best of both worlds. I don't want people, as my dad used to say, I don't want to open my window and be able to touch the neighbor's kitchen table, But I do still want to be able to call and have pizza delivered. Or maybe the ice cream man. That would be fun. Where I live now, the ice cream man does not come. Yeah. I don't want to share breakfast with the neighbor. Okay, Dad. He didn't exaggerate ever. Well, the funny thing is, Rebecca, at the farm, I think most of you know the farm is where I grew up, right? That's the house I grew up in. When we lived there, nobody delivered anything out there. Now, almost at least twice a month, we get delivered food out to us because we don't feel like cooking. So it's just, you change with the times, right? Yeah. And the farmland is just beautiful out here. I mean, I'm in Washington County. I grew up in Schoharie County, and they're both beautiful. It's such a peaceful, beautiful place. There you go. This is perfect, you guys. Don't you love when I just come up with stuff on the show? I'm like, hey, wait, let's try this. And it comes out perfect. Yeah, I'm going to make at least one of these, maybe two if I like it. Let's slip stitch into here. Yeah, I love upstate New York too. Well, Izzy, see, I'm in the suburbs, but I raised my daughter in a development. So she always had somebody around her, always. So, I mean, it was the best, like I said, best of both worlds, We were far enough away from people where we could have our privacy, but we were close enough where she was never bored and alone, right? Thank you, Karen. I love doing that. I'm like, wait, you can almost see the light bulb turn on, right? Oh, as you guys can tell, I colored my hair. I did it, and it came out terrible, so I spray painted it. I don't know what it's doing this morning, but there it is. Yep, I spray painted it, so you can't see the gray anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep spray painting it for now. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so Mork and Mandy, you kind of have the best of both worlds as well, right? Oh, yeah, I got a mile to my mailbox, Melissa. Well, half a mile. I do too, but I'm 5 minutes from a Stewart's, which is a convenience store, and I'm 15 minutes from a pretty big city, which is Clifton Park. So, I mean, I do have the best of everything. I mean, I have delivery groceries, but I also have, acres around me of all woods. So I have everything I need. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so cute. So I'm going to go see my daughter and my grandbaby for Easter tomorrow because she goes to her dad's side of the family for the religious holidays. My side of the family is not, that they don't celebrate stuff like that. So, do I need 2 in every one, you guys? I don't think I do. I think it's getting too wavy. Pulling it out, pulling it out, pulling it out. There we go. I'm going to do every 2. Because I don't need, it's already big enough. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what, are you picking up what I'm laying down? So you guys, I'm getting kind of nervous. I reached out to the lady that runs the craft show and she hasn't answered me yet. And plus I sent an email to what they told me to and it bounced back. And there's no phone number. So I'm hoping I can get in touch with them. I'm getting nervous. Of course, I always get nervous for no reason, but it is what it is, right? If you guys are playing bingo, I say it is what it is a lot, don't I? Telling you should have a bingo card on me. Oh, by the way, you guys, I found a lot of books I'm willing to part with. So I think Saturday I will do the dib sale. I've got a stack this high of books that I'm willing to part with, that I'm not going to hyperventilate over if I get rid of. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. Should I make it like grab bags of books so you're not sure what's in them and do them like $10 a grab bag? What do you guys think? So whatever it is, it's going to be the total plus shipping, right? So if I do $10 a bag, I'm thinking out loud, you guys, help me out. There's some really good ones in here, and there's some really cute ones in there, and there's some vintage ones and some new ones, and some for, I would say 99.9% are crochet, and the other part is a couple of them just for knit. So you guys tell me what you think. You want to do the dib sale on Saturday for books? Let me know that first. And if you do, how do you want me to package them up? Like should I do a stack this big of books? So like this one is Not Your Mama's Crochet. This one's Scarves. This one's Baby Gifts. This one's Spring Ideas. See what I'm saying? Why is that, Joanne? And how do I tell the difference when I'm shipping it? How do I tell? Because I do USPS click and ship. They have a book rate, media mail. You guys are teaching me stuff. All right, I'll look into that. And I'll know it by the time it comes up. So are you guys in for a book sale? You want to do it? Because I'm ready. Okay. All right, good. So what I'll do is by the time we come Saturday to the sale, I will know how much the shipping is. And, oh, I do? Really? Well, that's annoying. All right, well, I need a consensus on if you guys want me to do the book sale. Yeah, I wouldn't have anything but books in there. I mean, a thank you card, but I wouldn't. That's good to know. You want to see the books. All right. So I'd like to group them together. So I'm going to do them as a book group. Look at this. This is cool, right? Could use this as a hair tie. Okay. All right. You got me thinking. I'll bundle them. I would bundle them, Angela, but I'll show you what's in the bundle. I could do that. There's a lot of them, though. I mean, it would take me a bit to get the pictures. Right. All right. So here's what I'll do. I will sell a group of books at a time for a certain amount. I don't know. Let me think about it. Let me think. I got to think. You know, I'll come up with it. Similar items. Okay. Like one of all scarves, one pile of scarves, one pile of baby stuff, one pile of Afghans, stuff like that. Oh, that might be easier. Yeah, let me work on that. Well, that's why I would put the knit together. I don't knit either. I don't know. Well, because they were probably in a group of ones that I bought. I don't knit either, so I would put all the knit together. Yep, I would. All right, let me think on it, you guys. I will do it. It's just a matter of how I'm going to do it. Yep. I know I have one of pillows. I know I have one of, I have many of accessories. I have many. Let's just put it that way. So, all right. Let me work out the details. And I'll let you know in the morning. You'll be at a wedding. Ooh, how fun. I was going to say I do it Sunday, but that's Easter. You guys won't be around. I could do it like at 5 on Saturday because I have to go to my daughter's. Yeah, it would have to be later. You mean instead of doing the dibs sale, Angela? Let people dibs it through the community tab? That's a thought. Yeah, I'll think all these things over and I'll let you know. Almost like a bookstore. Ooh, I don't have the cheerleading outfits for Cabbage Patch, but I do have doll outfits from Leisure. No, I was just thinking out loud because I have to go to my daughter's at 11. And I don't want to rush myself home just to have a show. So let's just think about it. All right. I might do like Angela says and just put them up on my tab and let people reach out and tell me if they want them or not. That's a great idea, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a cool idea. Right. And that way I can do it at my leisure. I don't have to rush home from Amanda's. Yeah, that's a good idea. That there be a good idea, Frizzy. All right, so now we're just going to do 8 rows up. Okay. Good idea, darling. I like the way you think. So consider it done, you guys. I'll work on it today and start putting things up because I got nothing else to do, Frizzy. Michelle, you're grounded from sending me anything. And by the way, as soon as I get off here, my brother-in-law's coming for coffee to visit. So I mean, right? Oh, I know. Believe me, why I know I have Frizzy around. I have Margaret for my conscience, and I have Frizzy as my brain processor. Oh no, it's not my brother. It's my brother-in-law. It's River Life's brothers coming for a visit. They're actually planning a trip together, the two of them, just a couple days away, which I think is very nice. They don't spend enough time together. So I think that'll be nice. No, I saw Al last night. He's actually a lot smarter than I give him credit for. I know. I couldn't do the thread. I could not do the thread. All right, you guys, I just looked up and it's an hour and now my brain's on books. So I got to get going. I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to work on the silent book auction. So all of you, it's not going to be members only. So you guys can check out my book tab. Or maybe I'll do a video for a silent auction, right? All right. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow morning. Remember, tomorrow's the last coffee with Kim until summer. Well, no, until the weekends, but weekday. Today's the last week. Oh, no, wait. Today's only Friday. I got 2 more days. Woohoo. Today's not Saturday. We got 2 more days, you guys. The meeting went, it wasn't anything, Karen. All right, you guys, have a great day. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Remember, always be happy, be kind, and be creative. Yep. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys.